Prepare for a journey that transcends the barriers of human understanding and takes us directly to the heart of one of the deepest and most hidden mysteries of our civilization, the legend of the inner earth beings. In many ancient cultures, there are intriguing stories about underground cities and civilizations that inhabit the depths of the earth. These beings, the inner earth beings, are often described as guardians of ancestral knowledge and holders of unimaginable spiritual wisdom. But who are they? Where did they come from? And what is their role in our spiritual development? Let's start exploring the origins of these legends. In Hindu mythology, for example, we find references to the Patalas, underground realms governed by beings called Nagas. The Nagas are described as demigods, half human and half snake, endowed with great spiritual power and wisdom. They are believed to guard profound secrets about the universe and life. This intriguing description already gives us a clue about the magnitude and importance of these beings. Let's also think about the tales of Native American peoples, who often speak of the ant people or the snake people, who live underground and took their ancestors to underground shelters during great cataclysms. These inner earth beings are seen not only as survivors, but as spiritual guides who helped humanity find light in times of darkness. But don't think these stories are just ancient myths without relevance today. Some of the most fascinating and complex theories about the inner earth beings come from the 20th century, especially in the context of the esoteric movement. One figure worth highlighting in this scenario is the investigator Richard Shaver. In the 1940s, Shaver claimed to have had contact with an advanced race of subterranean beings. According to him, these beings known as Deros were descendants of an ancient race that once lived on the surface but took refuge underground after a series of geological cataclysms. Shaver reported that the Deros had very advanced technological and spiritual knowledge and used this knowledge to manipulate surface reality, directly influencing the course of human history. Some described his discoveries as fictional and hallucinatory, but others see in them a reflection of hidden truths. Isn't it fascinating to imagine that there is much more beneath our feet than we can perceive? Moving to another line of thought, the hollow earth theory, defended by various explorers and esotericists over the centuries, suggests that the earth is hollow and would house entire civilizations within it. Among the proponents of this idea, Adolf Hitler and some of his Nazi followers firmly believed in the existence of these underground worlds and sought power and knowledge in them. However, the focus of our talk is not merely speculative. We are interested in the spiritual role of these inner earth beings and how their legends can impact our personal journey of enlightenment and growth. First, let's address the very idea that there is hidden wisdom in the depths of the earth. This notion is a powerful metaphor. It suggests that true wisdom and spiritual growth often require us to journey into our own internal recesses, where we face our shadows and assimilate our light. Imagine a moment in your life when you faced a deep crisis. How did you deal with it? Often, these moments of crisis force us to come into contact with aspects of ourselves that we preferred to avoid. Just as the inner earth beings are seen as guardians of hidden knowledge, each of us is a guardian of unknown parts of our own soul. By diving deep into our psyche, we can discover transformative truths that are hidden from superficial view. Moreover, there is a crucial teaching in the idea that the inner earth beings helped humanity in times of catastrophe. This reminds us that, despite the difficulties we face, there will always be inner or outer wisdom that will guide and protect us. This help can come from our intuitions, our dreams, or even the synchronicities we encounter in our daily lives. In ancient civilizations, shamans and priests sought wisdom from the inner earth beings to heal and guide their communities. Today, we can do the same by seeking spiritual practices that put us in touch with our inner selves. Meditation, visualization, and rituals of connection with the earth are some ways to access this inner wisdom. Visualize yourself now in a deep, meditative state. You feel like you are descending a spiral staircase, which takes you deeper and deeper into yourself. With each step, you leave behind everyday worries. When you finally reach the bottom, the environment around you is a cave illuminated by a soft light. In the center of this cave, you find a wise inner earth being who gives you a personal and unique message, something you needed to hear to evolve in your spiritual journey. This exercise is a metaphor for what we discover when we allow ourselves to descend into our own internal recesses, facing our fears and embracing our inner light. Each of us has the ability to access this ancestral wisdom and use it for our spiritual growth and the healing of our connections with others. For those interested in further deepening this connection, reading sacred and ancient texts can also be a powerful tool. Books like the Book of Enoch, Vedic texts, and even ancestral stories from native cultures can contain keys that open doors to this hidden knowledge of the inner earth beings. It's as if each text were a clue in a treasure hunt that leads us to find our own spiritual truth. Let's also consider the ecological and spiritual aspect of our relationship with the earth. Some theorists and spiritual visionaries believe that the inner earth beings are deeply connected to the health of our planet. Deforestation, pollution, and disrespect for the environment are not only material problems, but also spiritual ones. By reconnecting with these beings and the idea that the earth is a living organism, we can begin to heal our relationship with the planet. And how to do this in everyday life? Start with small conscious gestures. When walking in nature, imagine that you are connecting with deep wisdom of the earth. When planting a tree or caring for a plant, consider that you are contributing to the healing of our planet and, by extension, to your own healing. These simple acts are, in fact, powerful movements toward greater harmony with our world. There are also those who say that the inner earth beings communicate through dreams and visions. Being attentive to our dreams and keeping a journal can reveal powerful insights and messages from these beings. Practicing lucid dreaming techniques or simply being more aware of your dreams can open doors to deep and enlightening communication. Finally, let's reflect on what this legend teaches us about cooperation and unity. Many accounts of inner earth beings describe harmonious societies where individuals live in cooperation and mutual respect. This reminds us that true spiritual progress and elevated spirituality cannot be achieved in isolation, but in communion and joint work with others. Let me then challenge you to consider how you can apply these teachings to your own daily interactions. How can you create more harmony in your relationships? How can you be a guide and a guardian, helping others to find their own light? The journey to discover the secrets of the inner earth beings is, deep down, a journey to discover the secrets of our own souls. Let's take these teachings seriously and be grateful for the knowledge that has been passed on to us. This is a powerful reminder that there is always more beneath the surface than we can see, whether in the earth or in ourselves. Thank you for accompanying this deep exploration, and I hope you can take with you a little more light, wisdom, and inspiration. May we continue exploring these mysteries together and continuously learning from one another. Immense gratitude to each of you who have been present on this transformative journey. Until next time, and remember, the truth is both beneath our feet and within our hearts.